I can't say I'm surprised. I knew this would happen. Did they give a reason? Surely the oh-so-grand central government has an equally grand reasoning for this stance. Whatever. If you don't want to tell us, suit yourself. We can take the old man with us regardless.
Privity already issued the report, which complicates matters.
What do you mean?
Privity has been given strict orders not to bring in Herman. If we do otherwise, they're likely to charge her with insubordination.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But one way or another, we're bringing this guy back.
I know. I figured that's what you all would do.
How about we knock out Privity and then bring back Herman? Oh, right. I didn't think about that.
One, the high possibility of rare infectious diseases. If he is infected with a disease that cannot be treated, the Ark will be in danger. 2, the high possibility of him being a dangerous criminal which would naturally pose a threat to the residents of the Ark. 3, the high possibility of him being a Rapture spy which would likely result in the leaking of vital information about the Ark and its location.
Haha, that's a new one.
4, the possibility of him not in fact being human. There is a chance that he might be a Rapture or another type of beast pretending to be human.
Oh, sure. That's totally it.
5, the possibility of it being a hitherto unreported new species which would pose a threat to the Ark.
Now they're really thinking outside the box.
I realize how absurd these reasons sound. They gave plenty more, close to 100 of them. The most important of which was the one given at the very end of their response. The number of human survivors on the surface must be 0. As far as they are concerned, the risks are far too great.
What a load of bull. They just don't want to entertain the possibility.
What do you mean by that?
If it's revealed that there are in fact survivors on the surface, then the government would naturally have to go searching for more. That would mean devoting a whole bunch of resources with no guarantee that they turn up anything. So, they decided their best option was to insist that the figure is 0 and leave it at that.
I think that's an awfully big leap in logic.
Any chance you could stop trembling while you speak? Maybe then I'd be less convinced that the central government has completely brainwashed you.
What the?
If it comes to light that there are survivors on the surface, it spells serious trouble for the central government. For all these years, they've been assuring us there's no one out there, and then it turns out it was all a lie? The oh-so-esteemed central government's reputation would take a serious nosedive.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way they'd do that.
Privity. Take a good look at that document again. Explain to me, how else is this supposed to make any sense? We're going to take Herman with us. That's the least we can do. Right, Commander?
Give me some time. I'll try to convince them.
Herman doesn't look well. I'm not so sure he'd even survive the trip back to the Ark. If we borrowed the tetrapod, that would shorten the travel time, but if Stormbringer were to appear, there's no telling what would happen. In other words, we don't have time to wait while you try and persuade the central government. Especially when we don't even know if you'll succeed.
The commander will make sure you aren't faulted for this.
Do you think I'm only doing this to save my own skin?
Duh, why else?
Do you have any idea what would happen if people lost faith in the central government? Everything would fall apart. Everything! In a rigid society like ours, if the people cease to trust the one absolute authority, it's all over.
So, what are we supposed to do? Kill this innocent old man and head back? Sounds to me like that's what you're proposing.
Of course not. Don't be absurd.
Privity, please. Don't give me a reason to hate you. I'm begging you.
Wow. I've seen something like this in the Ark.
You have?
Yeah. Whenever it rains, the water flows down the roof, and it looks beautiful. I've even waited for it to rain before, just so I could see it.
That makes me happy.
Huh? Why's that?
I'm the one who designed this roof.
No way! Something that you built has lasted this long?
According to you, apparently so. Hence why I'm so pleased. Oh, have you seen this kind of roof by any chance? Here.
I have! I've seen it in the stadium, above the seating for the spectators.
No kidding.
Those two are getting along like a house on fire.
Any progress with the recordings?
Yep, I'm pretty sure Com was here.
Really?
I saw it in the footage that we recovered. At first, I wasn't sure, since all robots look awfully similar to me.
False. I look better than Com.
Anyway, the serial number I saw was the same as the one engraved on Com. Also, look at the floor. Even though it's dark, you can still make out track marks everywhere. I'd bet good money that Com was here at some point.
What in the world is going on?
I'll see what else I can find. It would be nice if Oleg could lend a hand. Then again, it's not the end of the world if it takes a little more time. No, I'm having a blast. It's always fun learning new technology.